Hi, my name is Aaron Dade, and I help project managers with scope creep and a myriad of other issues to keep their growth doubled and on track. So 52% of all projects experience some level of what is called scope creep. So scope creep is when the requirements of a project scope just change. And sometimes they change multiple times in a very, very quick setting or a quick environment. And sometimes you're not even in an agile or a subset of agile. What ends up happening is the scope of the project scope changes, and then the project manager becomes responsible for the changes that are happening. So a project manager a lot of times is going to feel like not only are these decisions that are being made, I'm responsible for them, they're being made and I'm not kept in the loop. So all the things that I'm already doing, I'm responsible for all these things, and nobody is telling me that the scope of this project, the requirements are actually changing until they've changed. So I'm being held responsible for something that I'm not even aware of. So that is scope creep in a very generalized nutshell. So what happens a lot of times is project managers, when you find out about it, you're actually behind this process. You don't want to find out as soon as the change happens. You want to be ahead of it. That is the whole goal to scope creep, because it's going to happen. You have probably one person, if not an entire department, that are dedicated to improving the business model for evolution of multiple different products. And that is going to create scope creep. That is going to create the project scopes changing on a various level. So you have to make sure that you are aware. Not only is this coming, I need to be ahead of it. I need to have contingency plans ready to go. And especially considering the fact that 57% of projects all end up over budget, you need to have a contingency plan that considers the budget and considers what you need to do as far as staying on track and staying on budget. So here's a quick solution. You want to look in various different areas for where the origin of the scope creep is coming, because a lot of times you're going to find that scope creep is going to come from the same exact areas. It's going to come from various different areas of stakeholders. So just to go over a few of them, if you have a sales team or a director of sales or director of business development, that's a key player a lot of times in scope creep. You're going to find customer service is a very, very sneaky one. However, it does create a lot of scope creep because the number one responsibility of the project is the customer. So then you have to also think of finance. Finance, if they see budgets being overrun and delays, you might see your project scope change. So these are a couple quick areas that you can look in and say, okay, well, that's the origin. And then you're going to have to communicate that and come up with contingency plans. So here's a couple different options for you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.